You should want what's best for your friends. Now, this means not comparing yourself to them and also not being jealous of them, which usually means not comparing yourself to them. Because quite often, when people end up jealous of their friends, it's because they're comparing where they're at in life or some aspect of their life to some aspect of their friend's life. But that's really unhelpful to do. You shouldn't act that way with your friends. You should want them to be successful career wise. You should want them to have great relationships. You should want them to be happy. That's what good friendship is all about, where you find someone with a like mind and you both just go through life supporting each other and cheering for each other. That's incredibly important. Now, the main reason I'm making this video is because of the aspect where if you want what's best for your friend, then that also means being willing to give them your input when you notice that they may be going in a direction that is unhelpful for them. Because that happens to all of us. We all occasionally will kind of get steered off course, and it can be very helpful to have supportive friends who will point it out and try to help you get back in the proper direction. And a really important part here is when it comes to relationships, because we as friends can often have, or we can provide an outside perspective for our friends on their relationships. We can notice if they're dating someone who may not be all that great for them. And this is critical because without them having friends like us and hopefully their family as well, people often won't really know too much if whether or not somebody isn't all that great for them, because the average person doesn't really ask themselves those questions that I've talked about in previous videos about how you should always be asking yourself whether or not the person you're with is actually good for you. And you should always be asking it because they can change over time and so can you. They could end up becoming a bad partner for you over time. Maybe they lose motivation, they start stagnating, they lose their ambition, that sort of thing. Or maybe you could just grow out of them. Maybe they're or maybe they're a romantic partner that you met when you were in a partying phase and now you're out of that, but they're still in it. So it's unhelpful to stay with them because they're going to hold you back. But most people don't really think that way. So it's helpful for you to be kind of like how should I put it? To provide a magnifying glass for your friends so that when they enter into relationships that they're actually choosing people who are good for them. I'm bringing this up because this is something that I've experienced quite often in my life, where I've watched friends go after people who just weren't great for them, or even not go after, but stay with people who weren't great for them. And it's really unfortunate because I'm the kind of person who wants to see my friends succeed and do well and be happy. It pains me a bit when I see them stay with people that I know they can do better than them. But it happens from time to time, and it's unfortunate. But make sure that when this happens to your own friends, that you talk to them about it, that you give them your input. Just let them know that, hey, maybe there are some bad qualities this person has that, although of course everybody will have bad qualities, some are worse than others. And if they have really bad qualities, then let your friend know. Just give them your input. But make sure you don't phrase it in a way like your friend made a mistake in choosing them, because that's going to put them on the defensive and it could hurt your relationship with them. So just make sure you're looking out for them and just saying, hey, you may really like this person, but just be careful, play it safe, because there's probably better people out there for you. Basically, just steer them away from, if they want to marry that person, make sure you kind of tell them, hey, that might be a mistake. But it's just important that you be a good friend to your friends and that you have their back and that you watch out for them in these realms. It's very important because most people just won't ever really think about those things, and it's a shame. So if you have been working on yourself, which if you're watching my videos I imagine you are, then yeah, be that awesome magnifying glass for your friends so that you can help them out and that you can steer them in a better life direction. But Anyway, in general, with this video, I just wanted to talk about the fact that you should want what's best for your friends. You should be there for them, you should support them, you should cheer for them, and make sure that they make decisions that will actually help them live a better life. And don't be jealous of them. Don't compare yourself to them. None of that BS. If you're comparing yourself to your friends like that or being jealous of them, then you need to work on yourself, because that's not cool. Like, work on those insecurities. You won't have healthy friendships if you have an underlying level of jealousy. So that's important. But anyway, just wanted to make this video while this topic was on my mind. But I hope you enjoyed it, and if so, the easiest way you can support me is just to like, comment, and share. Let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I will see you guys in the next video. Arrivederci!